this was work that you made for this space. When you start an artwork, how aware are you of like what it's going to look like? How much of it is kind of intuitive? Or like, are you already kind of like, you have an idea in your head and you're like, okay, it has to look like this? Or how much do you kind of let it change as the artwork goes on?
I think it really changes a lot. The most difficult part is always when I'm thinking about what to do, and then I often rework pieces. So like I start something, then I put it away, and then it really helps to get distance to it, and then I see, oh, it actually would be really fun to, I don't know, put newspaper over it, or to cover it with oil pastels, or I don't know, but like sometimes it just needs to sit a bit, and then it kind of, I feel like then it kind of talks to me.
No, nice. Yeah. Like it tells you what direction it wants to go in.
Like some of the works I did like years ago, and I reworked them. I'm like, oh, actually this fits perfectly in what I want to, and then I kind of, I don't know, it's interesting. Some works I just don't feel it with them at the moment, and it's very intuitive, and then some others I'm like, okay, it's done. Like for example, this one I did it like very quickly and very spontaneously. Because I feel like painting, like portrait painting is not very easy, but and you can fuck it up really good.
yeah, for sure.
And it's just like, oh. And then, you know, I did it and I was like, okay, that looks good. And now we're gonna do something uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I've reassured myself that I'm a good artist. Exactly. Now time to push the boundary.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
Like, let's see what I can do with this.
Exactly. I think it's also really trying to go to your boundaries and stepping out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, do you have any advice for other artists that might be looking to do that, to push their own boundaries? How do you push past what you already feel comfortable with?
Just trying different mediums. I don't know, try to use a different surface, for example, to start easy. But also, it's very cringe in the beginning, and you feel like, oh, it's horrible, and you're like, hopefully nobody sees this. But you have to try it, and I don't know, I feel like it's with every other thing in life. You just need to go for it and do it, and then eventually you arrive there. But it's all a journey.
Yeah, you've got to free yourself from the tyranny of cringe.
Yeah,
you've got
exactly.
to like push past that.
Yeah.
No, I get the same with my writing, where I'll start doing something and I'll be like, this is the worst thing that anyone has ever done, and like if I die right now and someone hacks into my computer and sees this, I'm gonna like come back and haunt them. And then you kind of you push past that discomfort and you're like, oh god, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
This is the best thing I've ever made.
Yeah. And sometimes it also, like, even if you hate the piece in the beginning or you're very insecure about it, sometimes, maybe not hate it, okay, but if you're insecure about it, sometimes it's great also, you know,
You
like
learn
this
from it.
It's you see it half a year later and you're like, oh, this was actually a really good work, and you were very insecure about it. It's like you're losing your eyesight when you're like so involved with it. So it's really important to step away sometimes.
Get rid
and
of
it's
the
also
tunnel vision.
Yeah, it's also really important to have like people to show your work and talk about it, because I think some advice and some feedback can be soul crushing, and you should not talk to these people. Like, stay away. Like, it's really important to have, I don't know, a few people you can trust, who know you, who know your practice, and who also kind of, you know, who you can trust that they think you're good. You know?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
if it's just negative, then no, it's gonna fuck you up.
They want you to succeed, so you know that
exactly.
anything they say is not said with like malice or with the intention of getting you to stop. It's to get you to make things better or even better than how they already perceive it. How was, I mean, this is your first solo show. How did you find it changed between having like from doing sort of group and duo shows to then going solo?
I think it's much more fun, but also much more challenging because you have much more space to fill, and you can, rather than just having one piece or two pieces which are maybe not really related to that show, or maybe like, you know,
you've got to get the press release has to do the work like, of being like, this is how it relates to the theme.
You're not invested as much, and if it's your solo show, you're like, fuck, okay, this is gonna be like, I have to really deliver. So there's a lot of pressure on it, and the pressure is really dangerous as well because it makes you feel like, it makes you freeze as well, and you're like, I have to show this is now the moment when everyone's gonna look,
pay attention to me.
Exactly, and then it has to be really, really good, and this perfectionism is not very helpful in the process.
How do you overcome that? How do you get over the desire for it to be exactly perfect?
I think you need to just work on it. I think for me personally, I just need to have a lot produce and just be in the studio, because otherwise if I feel like, okay, I've only like a few weeks and I just have to make this and this and this, and you have to give yourself time to also for failure, and also to throw overboard the whole vision that you had. And I think for this show I had like 2 or 3 different visions, and so it was like the beginning is so difficult, and once you're in, you produced a few works and then it's rolling, and this is the best. That's the fun part of it. Before that, horrible.
Before the flow state.
It's terrible, yeah. I'm in such a bad mood. I'm like, it's like, but I think that's it's probably in every creative medium, also for writing.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, I mean, like I say, there are moments where I'm just like, why did I not become an accountant? Like this is the worst thing I've done.
Yeah.